What's up, YouTube? It's Sir Rome of RaRa, and I'm here with my bro.
It's your boy Reece.
And today we're going to be talking about Bungo Stray Dogs. I don't know if it's Bungo or Bungo.
I call it Bungo, but they might have said Bungo on there. I don't know.
I thought it was Bungo, but I'm watching it in sub, and he's watching it in dub, so that could be what's the difference in it. But
I only watch it in dub because I'm bad about paying attention. I'll be drifted off somewhere and missed 2 episodes.
Yeah, I just I have to pause it a lot, but I just feel like they got more emotion in the sub in this one, so at first I watched it in dub, and I was like, I'm gonna try the sub. As soon as I watched it in sub, I stuck with that. But it's on HBO Max, so if you want to see it in sub or dub, either or, it's on there. And you want to tell them which episodes we're gonna do?
We're doing episodes 1 through 10. That's all in season 1. I think there was 3 seasons.
Yeah, there's 3.
There's 3 seasons, but we're just doing the first 10 episodes of season 1.
Yep, and we're gonna try to keep doing these reviews and just keep going by 10s on this show. So we'll do these 10, and then if we get a good response from it, we'll do the next 10. Because we're gonna finish the show either way.
Yeah, it's crazy though, because episode 10 was like the perfect stopping point for us to do this video.
It was literally a perfect stopping point. As soon as I stopped, I was like,
yeah, we didn't even do that on purpose.
No, it was like, we gotta make the video today though already. All right, let's get to the video. Yes.
Run, girl, run.
It was a virtuoso, Skip. It was a virtuoso.
Dynamite. Yeah. It's a black guy review.
My hen dog. Where is my hen dog?
It's a Rome, it's a Reece.
Standing right here, right now. We're going to the Super Bowl.
If you like that, subscribe. Yeah, it really helps with the views. Yeah, it's a black guy review. Yeah, trying to start something.
Alright, so let's get into the plot. This show is about a kid. His name is, what is it? Atsushi.
Atsushi.
Atsushi. I was going to say Atsushi, but Atsushi. Okay. He's a young kid. He's an orphan, and everywhere he goes, he's pretty much an outcast. And it's not really his fault, but he don't understand why until in the first episode he finds out that he's kind of been destroying towns when full moons come because he has an ability, and his ability is called the Weretiger. So when a full moon comes, he changes into like this blue glowing tiger, and it's in the first episode, so we're not really spoiling nothing. But he turns into a blue glowing tiger, and pretty much he's got to find a way to like handle his powers because he's hurting people and he don't want to hurt nobody. And you want to tell them who finds him? And
well, he kind of finds Dazai, who is going to be pretty much another main character. It's funny because dude's suicidal, man. He just be doing dumb shit. But he's floating down the river upside down. He just got his feet in the air. And Atsushi was ready to rob somebody because he is broke. He's starving. He's hungry. So he ready to rob somebody, and he see Dazai floating down the river upside down, and he decides to go save him. And Dazai pretty much get mad and like, bro, I was trying to kill myself.
Oh yeah, you pretty much told him like, you owe me, you owe me for saving me. You feel me?
Oh, it was funny though.
Dazai is part of a crew, or what would you call him? Association?
Yeah, agency.
Yes,
that's what they call themselves,
an
agency, I guess.
Okay, he's part of an agency. What is the Armed
Detective Agency?
The Armed Detective Agency. And Dazai, I think Dazai's like a higher up kind of. He ain't the leader, but he's like second in command, I think is what they said.
Something like
that. But either way, Dazai pretty much takes him in and like tells him like, since you did that, we're gonna like train you and make you part of the agency. And everybody in the agency has like special abilities, and they realize he got one, so they're trying to get him on the crew. And this agency is fighting against other agencies. And what's the main one they fight against?
The Port Mafia is the one that's the big problem to them, because they basically got people with powers too. It's like the bad side of the power people, the gifted people.
Yeah, it's like a hero and villain thing, but it's not heroes and it's not villains.
Yeah, they're not heroes. They're not claiming to be heroes. Nothing like that.
It's pretty much all about money. And the Weretiger or Weretiger, whichever one you want to say, he has a bounty on his head. What is it, like $7 billion?
Billions.
Yeah, $7 billion bounty on his head. So a lot of people are after him. That's pretty much how the what an armed detective agency finds him too is because they're looking for the weird tiger too, and they just so happen to use him to help them find it, and then they end up realizing he is the weird tiger, which I'm pretty sure Dazai already knew.
He knew from the beginning.
He's really smart. All right, then let's skip some episodes ahead and kind of get into the.
Basically, the meat of it is them people wanting the Weretiger because of that bounty or whatever. So that they get into it with the Port Mafia and everything because they're trying to get Atsushi and basically get the bounty that's on his head. That's pretty much the gist of the first 10 episodes. If you condense it.
Yeah, that's pretty much, that's the plot. All right, we're going to get into the characters because there's a bunch of different characters in this show. And we're going to kind of try to explain each character's ability as we go.
As best as we can.
Yeah, as best as we can. Y'all going to have to bear with us because these names are tough and, it's Japanese names. So we're going to try. All right, so we got the weird tiger, which is Atsushi.
Yes.
And he eventually is able to use his limbs, like he can just make his arm into a tiger arm or his legs into tiger legs to like run faster, strong, so he can get stronger. You know what I'm saying? He don't have to use a full moon anymore. Later on in the episodes, you want to do a person?
I'll do Dazai. He's basically he can nullify anybody's gift if he touches you. So he has to touch you to nullify or touch whatever you're projecting towards him. If it's a gift, to nullify it. He's also very, very smart. He's probably one of, not the smartest, he's probably the second smartest in the group of all the people.
Yeah, it's tough to say. They got some geniuses.
Yeah, 3 of them are just like, golly. Yeah. But so he's super smart and he can nullify gifts. So that's Dazai.
Okay, can you help me with the dude's name? With the notebook?
His name is Kunikita.
Okay, so Kunikita is like the other, like second in command. I don't know which one is actually second in command, but
they're partners.
They're partners. They're like a duo. And Kunikita's ability is like he can write something into his notebook, call it out, and create it pretty much. So like if you attack him with a knife, as long as he sees the knife, then later on he can draw the knife into his notebook, and then a knife can appear in his hand.
That specific knife, whatever it was,
Yeah, because later at one point he uses it to make a specific key that he needs to stop a bomb from going off. And he also, his main thing that I've noticed is he uses a flashbang. That's like his main thing. But he also fire with the gun. Like he got really good aim with his gun. So. And Reece didn't mention it, but Dazai is really good with the hands. Okay?
Yeah, he can.
And he ain't that good with the hands.
Fight.
But he can fight. Yeah,
and he's strong. Like.
Yeah, they all kind of strong. But Kunikita is really with the hands. I just remember he uses people's body, like he uses people weight against him. He's one of those people that can like throw people.
Counters. He's good at
counter throwing people.
Also with Kunikita, I think they said that it can't be bigger than his notebook. He can't create anything bigger than his notebook, which is like
I'm assuming he can if he draws something bigger, but the fact that he always draws in the notebook is why. I'm assuming. I know what you're saying.
If he drew in something that was bigger than
So like maybe if he drew on a canvas, he can do something bigger. But since he's always using a notebook, he never can do anything too big.
Yeah.
But
I'll go with Rompo. It's funny because
I think it's Rompo, right?
Was it Rampa?
I think, but it might be Rampa.
It's funny because Dazai basically said this dude does not have a gift, but he is he's gifted. I mean, you have to say he's gifted. Basically, what he's claiming his power is he can deduce a crime scene instantly. He can tell you everything that happened, when it happened, who did it, what the murder weapon was, all that stuff in literally like seconds. But he claims that it's a power and that it's gifted. But Dazai said he touched him when he was using said power, and he still was able to do it, which he shouldn't be able to because Dazai nullifies people's power. Yeah. So they all like praise him because they need him because he can do what he does. So he's kind of like, he gets special attention from everybody around there. And Atsushi was wondering why until he saw what he can do. And he was like, oh, I see why y'all do this, why y'all, worship dude and why y'all make sure he cool here and everything. But that's Rampo, I think, or Rampa.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
Rampo, you might be right. But that was actually like a really good breakdown. Because I was going to try to jump in and say some stuff because I thought you was going to forget. But nah, you broke them down pretty good, yeah. And I don't know. The thing about him is like, I don't know if he believes he has the power.
He believes I can't remember what he called it though. It's funny because he called it something and he put his glasses on.
Some deduction. But absolute deduction, something like that. But either way, it's weird because they give him like a color, because like everybody has like a color with their power. And he gets like the little force field thing around him like everybody else does, so it almost seems like he has a power.
And he puts he has to put his glasses on.
Yeah.
For the power.
It's almost like those pills they give people, the fake pills. I can't remember what you call them.
Placebo.
Yeah, placebo, and then
Or
you believe it's healing you, and it's really not. But yeah, he's a fucking genius. I don't know. I'd probably say he's smarter than Dazai. But yeah, he's a genius.
Oh, just to add on to that, Dazai kind of could tell what was going on at this crime center they went to, but Rampo he knew everything.
Yeah, Dazai could have solved it, but Rampo told him everything. But I'll go with the next character, and I'm gonna go with the nurse or the doctor. I don't remember her name, but she hasn't in the show that much so far since we only 10 episodes in. But when they first show her, they make it almost seems like her power is like some kind of like sex ability, don't they? Because like she take her clothes off and stuff. But either way, her ability,
know how they do.
Yeah, they get weird on the show. But her ability is to like she has to like almost mortally wound you in order to heal you. But her power is to heal people. But you have to be like dead or like on death's door to be healed.
Yeah.
So if you just have a big scar on your leg, like say for instance your leg gets cut off, but you're not dying, she can't heal you until you're dying, so she gonna pull out a knife and stab you probably in the heart or in the neck or something and then heal you. So a lot of people don't like being healed by her because they have to be killed.
You're getting tortured basically.
Yeah. But she also got the hands too, straight up. They all got hands.
Bruh, I mean, I guess she at that part on the train, I guess she healed herself from a deadly wound. Is that what happened?
Yeah, she said.
Okay, I was just making. I thought that's what she said, but I was making sure.
Yep, she said.
Because old dude was like, "Bro, you should have been dead," and she was like, "Gotcha, bitch."
She said, which side did I hit you on? He said, "I think this one." Wow, left hand.
Yeah, she fucked him up.
But those are the main powers for the good guys.
Pretty much, yeah.
But you want to do some bad guys? Can you see that?
Yeah.
How much time does it say?
It's 10 minutes and 40 seconds. I guess the main. Well, there's a guy named Chuya who was Dazai's partner when he was in the Port Mafia. We find that out later on in the show. And I'm really not sure what his power is. He shot something at him, but
he wasn't able to really use it because he was fighting.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what his power is, but he's in the Port Mafia. He's a villain. They hadn't really got to his power yet, but he does have a past with Dazai. Apparently, Dazai trained him.
Hands at least,
he got super hands.
Well, they said he's the most skilled martial artist in the Port.
In the Port Mafia,
yeah,
he got super hands. I thought Dazai had pretty good hands, but he whooped up on Dazai pretty good. And he's super strong, like powerful. He was punching him into brick walls and leaving holes in the walls and stuff. But we haven't really seen too much from him yet, but I'm sure we're going to see a lot from him because he's got some ties with Dazai. Chuya is his name again.
Okay. I'll speak on the Black Lizard. I'll let you get to do with the red dragon.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I got another guy that I just remembered. But okay, I'll talk about the Black Lizard. He was in like earlier episodes. I think he was in like episode like 3 and 4 or maybe 4 and 5. But his power, it seems like he has to touch people in order to use his power, or like he can touch a door. It don't have to be a person. But it's like a destructive power. He touches shit and it either like blows him up or maybe, I don't know, maybe implodes him. But either way, he touched the door and blew the door off the hinges. And then he touches a guy and just completely wrecks the dude. I don't know what you would say.
When he touched that pole, it kind of like twisted.
It twisted.
It kind of twisted the guy
dude too. Yeah, and the door. So yeah, I guess he does kind of like, I don't know. Whatever the power is, he fucks shit up when he touches it. But
thing about this show is they don't really explain powers on there.
Well,
like you kind of
because these people get beat so quickly.
I guess so. I guess
we early on.
Yeah.
And on top of that, I don't think these people matter like we think they do right now. Like we're
10 episodes.
Yeah, we thinking, but it's 3 seasons, so these people ain't gonna matter. I'm sure they're gonna get into explanation of people's powers because we don't even know the main character's powers yet.
Not really.
But I ain't gonna tell you what happens to the Black Lizard or anything, so I'm gonna just let him go on to the next one.
At this point, he seems like the main bad guy. I don't really know it, but his name is Akutagawa, and I really don't know what his power is. I guess you can call it demon something, because he's basically like he protrudes this black or purplish energy out of him, and
Black
he can
and
black and red, and he can like stab you with it. He can deflect shots, like bullet shots and all, gunshots and all that stuff. He can like stand 20 feet in the air with make it look like legs or whatever. He can turn them into spikes and stuff. It's just like this black and red aura that comes out of him that he uses to attack and defend. He really doesn't have it has a name. I don't know what it is, and I don't know how to really describe it, but it seems like a demon because it has like a face sometimes.
It's like a dragon, I'm pretty sure, right?
It might be a
like
dragon.
A red and black dragon.
But it has a face.
Yeah, that's only sometimes it'll be a dragon. Sometimes, like he said, it'll just be like spikes that stab into you or whatever. But the cool part about it is when I first saw it, I didn't think it was like solid really. I thought it was like lightning kind of.
Mm-hmm.
But the characters be jumping off of it and stuff when he's attacking them with it and like grabbing onto it and stuff. So it's like, it's a solid thing, whatever it is, but he can control it. Like he can wield it and make it go all over the place. I'm gonna have videos in the video, so But all right, I just remember this dude. He's in just one random episode, but this guy, like, if you stand on his area, he can like put a number on you, and then he can, as soon as you get this number on you, he can just move you around at will, like telekinesis. Like he can throw you here, pick you up, throw you there, whatever. He can take stuff out of your hands, whatever you want to do with you. And as he's beating you up, your number slowly goes down. And once your number gets to 0, what he said was you die a gruesome death or painful death is what he said. And he used it on one guy, and that guy dies. And then he uses it on another guy and gets him pretty low. So pretty much, I don't know. He seemed like he would have been OP.
He would have.
Like straight up. He seemed like he would have been straight OP if they would have had him later on in the show.
Man, that would have been something.
But Dazai. So
spoiler,
yeah.
Kinda, we ain't gonna tell everything.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it for the powers. All right. So now we'll do what we loved about it, what we hated about it, and we're gonna call the first part, which is what we loved about it, the sauce. All right. You want to start with what you like
The
about
hot
it?
sauce.
The saucy sauce.
What I liked about this show is the gifts that they give people. Like they aren't like the normal stuff, like the super strength. I mean, I'm sure there's some people that probably gonna have super strength and stuff like that, but it's not the normal superpowers that you give people. I wouldn't even call them superpowers. They're literally like gifts. That's one of my favorite things about the show so far.
That's pretty cool. My favorite thing besides that, I really like the gifts too. I mean, I like the story too, but my favorite thing is the animation style. It looks like I don't know, man. It looks really good for a show that I've never heard of. They put some effort into this animation. It's done by Studio Bones, which Studio Bones got some bangers already. So, I mean, what should we expect from that? You know what I'm saying? But the colors for each person's gifts looks really cool. The bad guys got purple and then black and red, and you know what I'm saying, like darker colors. And then the good guys got like blues and greens. Yeah. So I think that's pretty cool. Is there anything else you like about it? I got more if you ain't got nothing. I love the story so far. If it could get better, it could get worse. But so far, you know, they go into people's backstories. Like there's 2 characters so far that's been orphans, and you know, they make you feel that shit. Like,
they do.
Like this dude has really been an outcast, like Naruto type shit. You know what I'm saying? No parents, and then the people that should love him do him even worse than his parents. Like,
like when he went to the orphanage and everything.
Yeah, everybody be like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that.
Except the agency.
Yeah, they kind of took me in.
Yeah.
I guess something else that I like about the show is kind of like, I don't want to say the way that the characters act, I guess.
Oh yeah, they got
like the quirkiness or whatever. But Dazai is my favorite character. I don't know why. is because he's suicidal, and it's just funny as hell to me that he's always thinking of how to kill himself.
Yeah, I think it's the chemistry amongst all of them that make it like really cool because they got like an agency, but the way they make them bounce off each other, especially what's the dude?
Kunikita.
Yeah, Kunikito and Dazai. Them two
always
bounce off each other really well. Like he said, he really liked Dazai. That's his favorite character, but I like Kunikita. Because like I said, you gotta watch the sub, bro. They got a good voice for Kunikita. And that's what I was gonna say. Another thing I really like is that they have it in subbed and dubbed, which a lot of these anime like this, like that you never hear of, they don't have a dub for them. So.
True.
And it's a good dub too. Normally, it'd be a poo dub.
Yeah, because I'm reading subtitles. I put subtitles on my stuff anyway, and I'm reading them, and they pretty much saying exactly what they were saying, word for word and stuff like that.
Yes. All right, let's get into the stuff we hate, or what we're gonna call it is the trash pile.
Do you want to start this? No, we can start. It's something that I like, but I also kind of don't like is that I like the powers, but I don't like the fact that they don't really explain the powers or explain the origin of the powers. Now they might get into that later on. We're only 10 episodes in, but I don't like. They hadn't said like the world is different, or whatever, and people are like they hadn't really explained anything about it. So
yeah,
that's something I don't like about it.
One of the things I don't like, it's kind of like he's saying, they don't really explain what's going on. Like, from episode to episode, it's kind of like, I don't know, you feel like you're just lost in I don't know, man. Like, I really can't explain this. Like what, like, I try to put myself in the main character's shoes when I'm watching these shows. And it's like, every time this dude wake up, it's just, oh, there's a palm thread. Oh, there's a so-and-so. Oh, there's this. And it's like, what kind of world, like, what is this world they living in? But really, I think the thing I would say I like the, least about it is nobody's, really, strong. Like, we haven't got to see anybody that's like, I'm sure there's gonna be people, but 10 episodes in, the main character don't seem like his peak is gonna be very high. True. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a tiger, so unless they make him start doing something else, I don't know how far he's gonna be able to go with that. Cause I don't know, some of the bad guys seem like they could be really, really strong, but this tiger dude, I'm like, And then Dazai, his power, I don't know, it already seems like he could lose. You know what I'm saying? Because people can just beat him up.
Yeah, he's strong, but everybody's pretty much strong on the show as far as we've seen. Yeah. He's just smart though. Yeah. I guess that's the real thing that he has going for him. He has the nullifying powers or whatever, but I don't really know if that's what he banks on most of the time.
You know what I was thinking? You watch My Hero, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you know who Eraserhead is?
Yeah.
They're like the same person. Dazai and Eraserhead. He got the cancellation quirk.
Yeah.
And then, he the teacher. I mean, he got the suicidal shit, but then they ass kickers with the hands. They got a lot of the similar characters.
Yeah.
If you really think about My Hero compared to it, for real.
True.
But, I really didn't hate a lot about the show.
I didn't either.
It's hard to say.
I didn't. That was really the only thing I didn't like about it so far.
Yeah, I love the show. It's been really good. All right, let's get into hot or not, which is what we recommend or what we not recommend. And of course, I'm going to recommend this show.
Definitely.
Because I'm about to keep watching it and I want y'all to watch our reviews on it.
Yes, so please watch the reviews.
Yes.
Because we're going to be putting them out regardless, honestly.
Because we're trying to get back into our anime stuff because we kind of got away from what we was doing there for a minute. And we're trying to get back on track, so yes.
And all the followers that we got early on, I believe y'all were there for the anime stuff. Yeah. So we're trying to get back to y'all, and then we're just going to do some reviews and stuff.
Yep.
And try to keep it.
Do I recommend? Yes, I do. 1,000,000,000%. Watch the show. I wonder how this gonna sound. You think this will mess it up? Because if it don't sound weird, I'm gonna start doing that way more.
What, holding the mic?
Yeah. All right, y'all, take it easy. Well, actually, like and subscribe.
Please.
I hope we didn't mess up the sound. Right
we're trying to get it up to at least 100 in the next 2 weeks or so.
So we can do special.
We had 90.
Yeah, we had 90.
Yeah, we'll do something special for y'all.
I want to do a crazy skit. I want to get like 4 or 5 people in and do a skit. But I'm trying to get everybody together. But either way, we've been ranting. So let's get out of here.
Peace.